Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari. श्री श्री राधा वल्लभ की जय, श्री श्री गौरनिता की जय, श्री श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा देवी की जय, नृसिंहदेव भगवान की जय, प्रहलाद महाराज की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, शील गुरुदेव की जय। हरे कृष्ण। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। 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 ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकथा माह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासति गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मूकं करोति वाचालं भङ्गुं लङ्घायते गिरिं, यत्कृपादमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनधारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्य ईश्वरम्। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं, देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। शृण्वतं स्वाकथा कृष्णा पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनं, हृदयन्तस्थो हि अभद्राणि विदुनोति सुहृत्सतां। नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया, भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी। स्वामी रामाचार्य पदायनताय कृपा प्रदाय गौरकथा धामदाय नहर ग्रंथ नमो विष्णु। श्रीमते जय पताका स्वामी नमः। श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामी नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणी निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणी। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद। Reading from Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Canto 8, Chapter 13. The title of the chapter is The Description of Future Manus. Text number 17. Deva Guhyat Saraswatyam Sarvabhauma Iti Prabhu Sthanam Purandara धृत्वा बलये धास्यति ईश्वरः। देवगुह्या सरस्वत्यां सार्वभौमा इति प्रभु सार्वभौमा इति प्रभु स्थानं पुरन्दरा धृत्वा बलये धास्यतीश्वरः Devahutya Saraswatyam Sarvabhauma iti Prabhu Sthanam Purandara Dhrutva Balaye Dhasyati Ishvaraha Devaguhya Saraswatyam Sarvabhauma iti Prabhu Sthanam Purandara Dhrutva Balaye Dhasyati Ishvaraha Devahudya Saraswatyam Sarvabhauma iti Prabhu Purandara Dhrutva Balaye Dhasyati Ishvaraha Devaguhya Saraswatyam Sarvabhauma iti Prabhu Sthanam Purandara Dhrutva Balaye Dhasyati Ishvaraha Devaguhya, from his father Devaguhya, Saraswatyam, in the womb of Saraswati, Sarvabhaumaha, Sarvabhauma, iti, thus, Prabhu, the master, Sthanam, place, Purandarat, from Lord Indra, Hritva, taking away by force, Balaye, unto Bali Maharaj, Dhasyati, will give, Ishvaraha, the master. Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. In the 8th Manvantara, the greatly powerful personality of Godhead, Sarvabhauma, will take birth. His father will be Devaguhya and his mother will be Saraswati. He will take the kingdom away from Purandara, Lord Indra, and give it to Bali Maharaj. So there is no purport. We'll read a couple of slokas. Text number 18. Navamo dhaksha sarvarnir manur varuno sambhava bhutaketu deeptaketu idi adhyastat suta nrupa. O king, the 9th Manu will be Daksha Savarni, who is born of Varuna. Among his sons will be Bhutaketu and Deeptaketu. Text number 19. Paramarichi Garbhadhya Deva Indro Adbhuta Smrita Dyutimat Pramukhas Tatra Bhavishyanti Rishayastata. In this 9th Manvantara, the Paras and the Marichi Garbha will be among the demigods. The king of heaven, Indra, will be named Adbhuta, and Dyutiman will be among the 7 sages. Text number 20. Ayushmato Ambudharyam Rishabho Bhagavatkala Bhavita Yena Samradham Trilokem Bhokshate Adbhutaha. Rishabhadeva, a partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will take birth from his father Ayushman and his mother Ambudhara. He will enable the Indra named Adbhuta to enjoy the opulence of the 3 worlds. Krishna Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya, Budale Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Swami Namane, Namacharya Padayane, Thai Kripa Pradayane, Gaurakata Dhamadayane, Hare Gramatarane, Namam Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Prasthaya, Budale Śrīmad Bhaktivedanta Swami Namane, Namaste Saraswate Deve, Gauravani Pracharine, Nirvisesha Sunyavadi, Paschatya Desa Tarine. So here, this section of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, we are reading about the future Manus. We have already covered up to the 7th canto, the up to the Vaivasvata Manu. The one Manu, what we are now, the Manvantara, what we are living now, is called Vaivasvata Manvantara. So this is, up to that it is covered. Sometimes when we read all these pastimes or these different names and we may wonder, sometimes previous chapters we were reading about the churning of the milk ocean and then Mohini Murti. Suddenly this coming future Manus. So people may wonder, there is any continuity between this? Why Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is it like, sometimes people may come into this understanding that Śrīmad Bhāgavatam talks randomly, something here, something here, something here. Sometimes people may have the doubt actually. But Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is not like that. It's very, very continuous. As long as we follow that, then we understand. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam has 3 conversations going on in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Can we think which conversations are going on in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam? One, Sukadeva Parikshit, yeah, that is one of the conversation going on, Sukadeva. Any other conversation? Suta Goswami, yes, you got it. Suta Goswami and sages of Naimisharanya. There is one more conversation going on. Vidura and Maitreya. See, this is the way it is going. The whole conversation, yeah, it is starting, say, the sages of Naimisharanya, when they assembled in the sacrifice place, they asked these questions. First they asked the sages of Naimisharanya, asked Suta Goswami. So Suta Goswami in turn, what he says, okay, this is what the same questions were asked by Parikshit Maharaj to Sukadeva Goswami. When Parikshit Maharaj is asking questions, so he is quoting, oh, this is the questions which were asked by Vidura to Maitreya. So this is like the conversation going on like this. So we know in the beginning what happened was Parikshit Maharaj asked this question. So he said, please explain the creation of Brahma and all the Manus in one Dvipa in the day of Brahma. Because this is like, he asked this question. He wanted to know, please explain the creation of Brahma, how the Brahma is created and how Brahma goes about creating all this different progeny. So this is the first, this thing is, we know this, the hierarchy. Swayambhuva Manu was the first Manu created. Manu, Brahma actually what happens is, it is mentioned in the Brahma, from Brahma's mind, because even Brahma position is like a very, very exalted position. So Brahma's mind, he created all these Manasaputras. All the Sanat Kumaras are coming, all the Sapta Rishis are coming, and all the Manus are coming. Everybody is coming from Brahma. So Brahma Swayambhuva Manu, so Swayambhuva Manu got married to Satarupa. So the starting of this universe, in this particular millennium. So Swayambhuva Manu, so this is like and at that time, like Swayambhuva Manu was put in the situation, so at that time the earth was immersed in this Garbhodaka ocean. So then Swayambhuva Manu, how to conduct this whole universe? So then he asked Brahmaji, please help me. So Brahmaji prayed to the Lord, and then Lord appeared. Varahadev, he appeared and he lifted the earth. So then Vidura was interested. He wanted to know this. I wanted to know about this pastime, how this Vidura, Hiranyaksha, how the Hiranyaksha got killed and Hiranyakasipu got killed. So this subject matter is building up. So the speaker is very expert. He just explains everything and then he goes back to the original question. You pin that one, pin that question. Normally you pin this. Same way, what the speakers are very, very competent. So you ask one question and then they go away and then you go away some other direction. No. You go away, you drift as if you are drifting, you talk about that and then come back. So that is what happening in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. So what happens in third canto? Third canto we are discussing about the Swayambhuva Manu, Shatarupa. They have two sons and 3 daughters. We all know that. So that is Priyamvrata and Uttanapada. This is 2 sons, and then daughters were Akuti, Prasuti, Devahuti. So in the third canto of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, we discuss about Devahuti and then Kardama Muni, and then because of Kapiladev appearance in the third canto. So we discuss about all of that in the. So then after the pastime goes, then we are talking about the Prasuti. This is like the Satarupa's another daughter, Prasuti. Prasuti married Daksha Prajapati. So from Daksha Prajapati, so then a lot of other this thing, and then we know how Lord Shiva was insulted and all this pastime. So like this, it is going like this. So now, so this is up to the fourth canto, this is covering the. So it's not like there is no out of context or anything. See, everything is coming in sequence only. But the only thing is we have to understand how it is coming in the sequence. And now in the fifth canto, again Maitreya Muni was trying to explain about the universe. The universe, how the universe is created, and the different structure, and all. Then that is talking about the Priyamvrata. Sorry, when we are talking about this fourth canto, we talk about also Uttanapada. This is one of the sons of Swayambhuva Manu, and Uttanapada's son is Dhruva. So we talked about Dhruva pastime. So all these things are coming. So now, then after that, in the fifth canto, Priyamvrata is coming. Priyamvrata is another son of this is Swayambhuva Manu. So then we discuss about that family, and then different personalities, and then towards the end there is a description about the hellish planets. When the hellish planets are described, Parikshit Maharaj naturally is asking a question. How to deliver these people, because that's why the inquisitor, because Parikshit Maharaj is a great devotee of the Lord, he doesn't want people to suffer. The Lord doesn't want people to suffer. The same way, the pure devotee of the Lord also doesn't want people to suffer. So what is the solution? How can be done? All these questions he is asking Sukadeva Goswami. So like this, then after that we come into the sixth canto. Sixth canto is again this remaining Manus, other Manus are being described. So then seventh canto comes with the Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Seventh canto is Narasimhadev's appearance. So up to that point, up to the seventh canto, we have discussed about all the Manus, 1 to 7, all the Manus are being described. So that is why now original question was in that Parikshit Maharaj was asking, please describe about the other future Manus or other Manus also. So then now that is why in the eighth canto we are getting this the other dynasty. So they are talking about that the Manu, the second Manu, third Manu, fourth Manu, and then we talk about the Gajendra pastime, and then the churning of the milk ocean. So this is the way the whole situation works actually. So it is not just like Sukadeva Goswami is talking something, Suta Goswami is talking something, Maitreya, and no, they are not talking something. They are all talking in the order only. Whatever the order, the questions are asked, and they are talking, and then they go back also. They go back to whatever the question was asked, and then they try to clarify that. So now, so this is like these Manus are all great devotees actually. They are not ordinary personalities. Sometimes we may see Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is a glorification of Lord Krishna. Mostly people say that. It is a glorification of Krishna. But sometimes we are reading all the names here, like we read about many slokas are going to come, mostly names only. We may wonder, what is this glorification here actually? We are just reading the names of different personalities. But these personalities are not ordinary personalities. They are great personalities. They are like, there are different avatars are there. This is Yuga avatars are there, Leela avatars are there, Purusha avatars are there, and he is also Manvantara avatar. So this is also, Manvantara is also avatar actually. These are empowered devotees of the Lord. So when you talk about the Lord and Lord's glorification, that is part of the devotional service, devotional anga, this anga of devotional service. Same way, talking about the pure devotees of the Lord, that is also glorification. That is also glorification of the Lord. Lord says, if somebody is saying he is my devotee, he is not my devotee. If somebody says he is my devotee of my devotee, he is my real devotee. So this is, Lord attaches so much affection towards the devotees actually. So much so, Lord says in to Dhruva Muni, Sadhavo Hridayam Mahyam, Sadhunam Hridayam Taham. See, this is like this devotee is always thinking about me, and I am always thinking about my devotee. There is this constant relationship is going on. So when we talk about the glorification of the Lord, or when you talk the glorification of the devotee of the Lord, that is also one and the same. The same benefit can be achieved. It's not like when you talk about the glorification of the Lord, it's one benefit, and glorification of the another. No, same benefit is achieved also. So that we have to understand. Now, this is like a Vyasadeva. So we understand Vyasadeva was dissatisfied. Vyasadeva was dissatisfied after compiling all the Puranas, all the Vedanta Sutra and everything. So then at this, on that position, he approached Narada Muni. So Narada Muni gave, you have not sufficiently glorified. You have not sufficiently described, sufficiently glorified. So Vyasadeva said, oh no, I have done Vedanta Sutra, Vedanta Darshan, everything I have done. So the Narada Muni says, you are the author of Vedanta Sutra. After putting all the Vedanta Sutra, you yourself is dissatisfied. Then how do you think a person who is reading Vedanta Sutra, he will be satisfied? The author itself is not satisfied. You wrote something and you are not satisfied. And how do you think the people who are going to read will be satisfied? So then Narada Muni tries to give all these different formula. You glorify the Lord. Yeah, you have done some glorification, but you have not exclusively, you have not glorified the Supreme Lord. You have not made the Supreme Lord, the devotional service is the ways and means. Everything is that only. Yeah? So then Narada Muni explains everything. So that is so sometimes we may find in the scripture, like we are finding not every line or every sentence will be glorification of the Lord. May not be. But what we have to see the whole pastime, like we are reading something, Vamana pastime, sometimes we read like a Lord Shiva pastime or Daksha pastime. When we read the whole import of the pastime, the whole import of the pastime is the glorification of the Lord. So you may not see sometimes some pastimes when you read like the Mohini Murti coming and bewildering Lord Shiva. So maybe you may be wondering, but end of the day, this is a glorification of the Lord and the glorification of the Lord's devotees. So here, Srila, I was reading in a purport, there are, Prabhupada says, there are various kinds of avatars, such as Purusha avatar, Guna avatar, Leela avatar, Sakti Avesha avatar, Manvantar avatar, and Yuga avatar. This is all appearing on the schedule. The schedule is maintained. It's not like they just come whatever way and whatever they go. So there is a nice description of that in the, I'll just read a little bit. The word Manave, meaning unto the Supreme Manu, is also significant. The Supreme Manu in the Vedic literature is Swayambhuva Manu, who is an incarnation of Krishna. All the Manus are empowered incarnation of Krishna, Manvantara avatar. There are 14 Manus, one day of Brahma. So this is again, we are coming to some calculation. This one day of Brahma is a very big thing. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam. Sahasra Yuga means one day of Brahma is calculated as, we have a Treta Yuga, Krita Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, Kali Yuga. These 4 yugas are there. These 4 yuga put together is called one Mahayuga or one Divya Yuga. So this is like that 1000 yugas put together is called one day of Brahma. So this is, we are talking about, the whole thing in Bhagavatam, we are talking about one day of Brahma only. And then it extends. Whatever the one day of Brahma, the similar things happen in other days of Brahma also. So that is why these 14 Manus are appearing in one day of Brahma. 14 Manus are appearing. So already 7 Manus have appeared. Now current Brahma, the Brahmaji is like now he is in the position where 7th Manvantara. We are in the 7th Manvantara, and out of the 7th Manvantara, 27th Yuga, Mahayuga has crossed. Now we are living in the Ashtavimsati. We discussed that in the, so Ashtavimsati, that is, we are living in the 28th Mahayuga, we are living in the Kali Yuga. So now, by human calculation, Sahasra Yuga Paryantam, Aharyad Brahmano Viduhu, Ratrim Yuga Sahasrantam, Teho Ratra Vido Jana. By human calculation, Hare Krishna, thank you. By human calculation, 1000 ages taken together is the duration of Brahma's one day, and such also is the duration of his night. Brahma's one day consists of 1000 cycles of 4 yuga, 1000 cycles. Because this is mind-boggling actually. Very, very mind-boggling. Because the problem is, we are living in this Kali Yuga. At most we are going to live 100 years actually, maximum, if you make it. With all your contamination and all these things. If you can make it, you can make only 100 years actually in this Kali Yuga. And now we are talking about Sahasra Yuga Pariyantam. We are talking about millions and millions and trillions of years. Now, how insignificant our position is. Our position is very insignificant. We are like sometimes when you go outside, you see some insects, small insects come, and then they just fly away, and then they go. And the next morning we come, that insects are not there. Same way for us also, our position is like that only. What is this 100 years compared to this 400 trillion years or million years? It's nothing. It's nothing actually. But it's significant. Still it is significant. Why it is significant? Because this whatever number of years allocated to us, if we can use it in the service of the Lord, if we can use it to understand who we are, who God is, and how to re-establish that relationship, if we can do that, then it is meaningful. Otherwise, if anybody worries, one small ant just dies. Still it is matter. For Krishna it matters. But see, for us, we don't really, small ant, we don't go and call the ambulance, the ant is dying, now please ambulance come. Nobody is going to come actually. But the living entities also, we are like that only. We may be calling ourselves, we are very advanced, we are very, very developed, we are very, very this, everything you can say. But compared to this universal thing, compared to the lifetime of Brahma, compared to the lifetime of Manu, all these things, our position is just like a flash only. So we have to, but within that flash only, we have a lot of problems, we have a lot of enmity. You are my friend, you are my enemy, I will finish you. All these things, we develop all these different things. For what? Then again you have to take birth again in this material world. That is a problem. Because this is what we have to understand. See, when reading all these things, the conclusion we have to come is, yes, Lord is great. And we are very small. Lord is Vibhu, we are Anu, we are very, very small. Our position is very secure when we surrender to the Lord. When we surrender to the Lord and execute Lord's order, then we will be really happy. Otherwise there is no happiness. So this understanding we have to come. So now we can see there are in one day of, the 14 Manus in one day of Brahma. In a year there are 5,040 Manus. Brahma has to live for 100 years. Consequently, the total Manus appearing and disappearing during life of one Brahma is 504,000. This is the calculation for one universe, and there are so many. Even now with this only, our mind is like reeling actually. With one universe only, we are not able to understand how many Manus are there, how much of incarnations are coming, and what is our position, and what is Lord's position. Even though Lord's position is like that, He still agrees to accept our service. That is His magnanimity. That is His magnanimity. You think now the big president of a country or a prime minister of a country will come accept some service from you? No, no way. There's no way it is going to happen. Because this is like they will have a lot of hierarchy will be there, lot of segregation will be there. You have to reach to Him. You have to go through so many layers of authority. But here the Supreme Lord, He is a master of all masters. He is ready to accept our service and ready to give His blessings. So we have to take advantage of that actually. So now, I was reading about Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Maharaj, because this is another thing, like he is explaining about what are all these different the Manus. So like Swayambhuva Manu. Swayambhuva Manu is the son of Lord Brahma. The second Manu is Swarochisa, the son of Swarochis or Agni, the predominating deity of fire. The Uttama, the son of King Priyavrata, and Tamasa, the brother of Uttama. Raivata, the twin brother of Tamasa. Chakshusha, the son of the demigod Chakshus. Vaivaswata, the son of Vivaswan, the sun god, whose name is mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. This is first sloka only. Imam Vivaswate Yogam. Krishna says that. Savarni, a son born to the sun god and his wife Chaya. because we are talking about the 8th Manu we are talking. Vaivasvata Manu we are living, that Manu is a son of Vivaswan. And the 8th Manu is Savarni, a son born to the sun god and his wife Chaya. And Daksha Savarni, the son of a demigod Varuna. Brahma Savarni, the son of Upasloka. 11 to 14, Rudra Savarni, Dharma Savarni, Deva Savarni and Indra Savarni, the sons of Rudra, Ruchi, Satyasha and Bhuti. So, sometimes we may wonder, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam talks about all these things. People sometimes wonder, how, is it true? People have this question. People have this question. How? Because, see, we can see, in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam talks about Lord Buddha. Lord Buddha's appearance, Lord Buddha will appear in Gaya and such person will be his father, mother, everything is mentioned. And also, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam talks about in the 12th canto, as the age progresses, in the end of Kali Yuga, Lord will take a Kalki avatar. Kalki avatar, he will take, and then he will take birth in a Vishnu Yasa Brahmana. There is the house of Vishnu Yasa in the village called Sambala. So all these things are very clearly mentioned actually. So Bhagavatam is not talking about some fairy tales, like something, and that doesn't even happen. No, not like that. Everything is there. That is why Shastra is very perfect. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is Amalam Puranam. Amalam Puranam means there is spotless Purana. There is no this thing, there is no speculation, nothing there. If you strictly follow Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, it will give all the benefits actually. That is why in Bhagavad Gita, in the 16th chapter, Lord Krishna says, this is Shastra. Shastra is a pramana. Shastra is the pramana. You don't go and ask for a proof for Shastra. If the proof of this thing is Shastra itself is a proof actually. That's why he says, Yat Shastra vidim utsrujya vartate kamakarata na sasiddhim avapnoti na sukham na param gatim. Shastra vidhi is there. If you give up the Shastra vidhi, you ignore the Shastra vidhi, then you don't get anything in this life and in the next life also. Tasmat Shastram pramanam te. Tasmat Shastram Pramana. What is the Pramana? What is the proof? Shastra is the Pramana. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is the Pramana. You don't go for where to find, we have to verify this Shastra, whether to go to Wikipedia or that pedia or this. No, what is the Wikipedia will do? The person, after reading this Shastra only, he is trying to compile this Wikipedia. You don't have to believe. See, because this is Veda Vyas. Vyasadeva is saying, Sukadeva Goswami is saying, Narada Muni is saying, all the Acharyas are saying, what other proof we need? We have to be convinced about that. This is very, very important, because when we are in the path of devotion, if we don't have the faith, it's very difficult actually. Very, very difficult, because we have to have a faith. Yes, we are following the process, not so whimsically. It has been authorized by all the authorities. Srila Prabhupada and all the previous Acharyas, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Goswamis, everybody has authorized them. So we have to have the conviction. Otherwise, if you don't have the conviction, it is very difficult. That's why he says, Asraddhana Purusha Dharmasya Parantapa Aprapyamam Nivartante Mrityu Samsara Vartmani. If you don't have faith, if you don't have faith in the scripture, faith in the Shastra, faith in the Lord, then it is very, very difficult. You can't make any advance. You won't believe anything. You won't believe it. See, sometimes we read in scriptures, Hanumanji just jumped over the Lanka. Sometimes we doubt, is that possible? But the same, the Spider-Man jumps from one building to other building, you don't have any doubt. You don't ask any questions actually. Because they have done very realistically, they have taken. But he is jumping, Hanumanji is jumping. By taking the Lord Ram's name, he can jump. But here you are able to appreciate, here you are not able to appreciate. The problem is our mind. Our mind is polluted actually. We think, Shastram is all grandma stories. Like people are made to believe that there are some grandma stories, some fairy tales, some time pass stories. No, they are not time pass stories. They are very, very serious business. Serious. That's why we need to have the whole life. We have to, that is Ato Shraddha. It starts with the basic faith. A person who comes to Krishna consciousness, he may or may not have the complete faith. I'm ready to surrender. No, he may not have. But basic faith has to be there. Yes, these people are doing something, let me go and check it out. That's why most of the people come like that. They don't come here the day one only. Oh, where is Japamala? Where is Bhagavad Gita? Where is Bhagavatam? I just want to immerse myself. No, not many people come like that. They just come and just want to check it out, what is happening and what is happening. Then slowly that faith builds. And the faith, what will happen? If you associate with people who have faith, and your faith is also going up. Because if you associate with drunkards, you will also become a drunkard. If you associate with saintly people, then very good chance that you will also become a saintly person. So that's why all these descriptions mentioned here in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, they are all for a specific purpose. Glorification of the Lord and glorification of the Lord's devotees. When we glorify Lord Nrsimhadev, automatically glorification of Nrsimhadev, then Prahlad Maharaj glorification is also included. So that's why it is not saying, it's like when we glorify Swayambhuva Manu, automatically Brahmaji is glorified. Brahmaji is glorified means then automatically Lord Krishna is glorified. So we have to see the whole picture, we have to see. Not just like one sentence, oh, one sentence is talking about something. Oh no, it's not like, oh, you have to see the whole context, what is the whole purport or whole import of that the pastime, then we'll understand it. Now, so this is the way where the future Manus, and now until now all the things are happening. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam has given. We talked about Dhruva Maharaj, we talked about Swayambhuva Manu, Daksha Prajapati, and also all these different pastimes, Dhruva Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Parikshit Maharaj, everything. Same way, whatever is going to happen, that is also mentioned. It's like a Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, especially in the Kali Yuga, we see 12th canto, what are all the evil effects that are going to happen in this Kali Yuga? They are all mentioned, slowly happening now. The people will be plunderers, the rulers will be like robbers. All these things are mentioned. And now slowly it's all happening, manifesting. So we don't have to have any even iota of doubt. Oh, he's mentioning something like that. Will that happen? Definitely will happen. 200% or 500% it will happen. Why? Because it is coming from the Lord, coming from the Supreme Lord, coming from the authorities. So that's why all the future. So now we have discussed now the future Manus who are going to come. Now the 7th Manu, we are Vaivasvata Manu, and then this end of this Kali Yuga. End of this Kali Yuga means not the Manu is finished, because then end of this Kali Yuga, we are, as we discussed, we are in the 28th Mahayuga. So then 28, 29, 20, 30, 30, up to 71. And then 71 is finish, and after that only what will happen? The next Manu will come, because 71. Because this is still, we are in one day of Brahma, and we are still in one breathing of Mahavishnu. Look at our situation. Mahavishnu is inhaling or is exhaling. The universes are coming. Within that exhalation, Brahmas are created. And then within that, Manus are coming. Within that, so many yugas are coming. And within that, we are still sitting Kali Yuga in one small corner of this universe. We are sitting here. And that is our position. And we are very, very proud, and we achieved this. I have completely conquered the universe. With that mood, we are thinking actually. But our position is insignificant. So that is why we understand this way, then there is no problem. Lord, you are the master. I am your servant. So it doesn't matter. This way, if you have that mindset like that, then there is nothing to worry actually. Whatever situation you are in. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, whether you make me broken-hearted or you embrace me, I am your you are my worshipful Lord unconditionally. We don't put any condition to the Lord. You do something, then you are my Lord. Otherwise, you are not my Lord. We are not done. No, not like that. Whether Lord breaks me or makes me, doesn't matter. Whether he makes me or breaks me, I don't care. Because my constitutional position is I am servant of yours. You do me whatever you want. That way, then Lord is automatically ready to give all kinds of benedictions, all kinds of blessings. So now we are reading about other Manu. We are going to the 9th Manu will be Daksha Savarni. We are talking about the 8th Manu. There is another different personalities are there. And here, and we understand All these things happen like when a new Manu comes, like a portfolio changes. So a prime minister, now the president is coming, now US new president is come. So now the whole portfolio will change. All the fellows, or the foreign minister, that minister, internal minister, external minister, everything will change. Correct? The same way, when the Manu changes, because unto the Manu is there is somebody, there is some sun god, moon god, Agni, Vayu, Varuna, everything is there. They are all personalities only. They are personalities. So then, when there is they are posts only. Now, Indra is not a person. Yeah, Indra is a person, but it is a position. Like for example, like this particular Indra in this thing called Purandara. The Indra of this Vaivasvata Manvantara, he is called Purandara. Purandara is in this name. Like Vaivasvata, sun god is called Vaivasvata. Vaivasvata Manvantare. This is like Vivaswan. From Vivaswan only it is coming. Like this. So now, here it is mentioned that, so the ninth Manu will be Daksha Savarni, who is born of Varuna. So this is different, because they are all great personalities. We should understand, they are not like somebody was in the street, like, okay, now you become a Manu. No, that person is he is very qualified to lead this whole population actually. That he is like a Prajapati. Prajapati, that means his progeny, he has to create a very Krishna conscious or God conscious children. That is his aim actually. Now, so that there will be the Manu will be there, and the Indra will be there. Indra will be the heavenly position, Indra, and then there will be Sapta Rishis will be there. This is the whole structure. The whole structure is like Sapta Rishis will be there, and also and in that Manvantara, there is a Lord also appears. Sometimes in the Manvantara, one Manvantara, Lord appears as Narsingadev, the Manvantara Lord appears as Varahadev. Actually, it's interesting, Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, when you read, the Varahadev, there are two Varahadevs are there. Two Varaha. One is Sweta Varaha, another Rakta Varaha. People would, how is this? These two Varahas are there. Bhāgavatam is contradictory. No, Bhāgavatam is not contradictory. You are contradictory. You don't understand. Because there are, in one lifetime of Brahma, there are many kalpas are there. In one kalpa, Lord Varaha appeared in that particular way. The other kalpa, he appeared in a different way. What is your problem actually? Whether Lord comes in a Varaha, comes in a white Varaha, or red Varaha, Rakta Varaha, there is no difference. So here, Sweta Varaha. So this is like the Kalpa, what we are in is Sweta Varaha. So like this, we have to understand. Sometimes people have some doubts. People, see, this is very interesting. Our education system has spoiled the whole thing. Because we don't doubt all this, whatever that we talked about, the Superman or that man, this man, we don't doubt anything. We, absolutely, very fantastic. They have done very realistically. But when it comes to Shastra, when it comes to the pastimes of the Lord, we get all kinds of doubts. Why? Because we are made to think, they are all like fairy tales. They are all like what is that? They are called like this is like a legend. This is like, sometimes they give us some kind of names, like they are not like real things. So that is not good. So this is why from the beginning we have to hear. The hearing is very important. And we constantly hear, constantly remember, then the whole thing will be purified. The heart will be purified. Then we will be able to understand this pastime without any difficulty. Then we won't have any, this is like the nice story of the Brahmana and the cobbler. That reminds me of the story. The Brahmana, Narada Muni is going to see Lord Vishnu. So the Brahmana is asking, okay, you are going to see Lord Vishnu. Okay, please pray my Dandavat Pranams to Vishnu. And also please ask when I will get liberation. So then the cobbler, Narada Muni goes, he sees a cobbler. Cobbler also says the same thing, very nice. So we went up and had a darshan of Lord Vishnu and then came back. And not come back. So he's asking, this Brahmana is asking, and then the cobbler is asking. So then Lord Vishnu said, this Brahmana, he has many lifetimes to go. But the cobbler, this end of this lifetime only he will come back. So Narada Muni was surprised. This Brahmana is completely learned, everything he has done. Cobbler, why is... the Lord said, don't worry. When you go, you tell him, they will ask you what Lord Vishnu was doing. You tell, Lord Vishnu is putting an elephant through the eye of a needle. You will understand. So he just went and then saw the Brahmana. Brahmana was there, and then he said, all the initial conversation. So, what did he say? Then Lord said, you have many lifetimes to go. Oh, is that really see Lord Vishnu? Yeah, I saw. What did Lord Vishnu was doing? So he was putting the elephant through eye. Then he chased. Oh, you are a bluffer. You didn't even go, and you are just making. Who can put an elephant through eye of a needle? You don't have any this thing. You have not seen the Lord. You are just telling all the lies. So he just chased him away. But same Narada Muni came back to Cobbler. Cobbler also said, what my Lord was doing? Lord was saying, oh, the Lord was putting the elephant through eye of a needle. Ah, what a wonderful thing. Narada Muni was surprised. What is this? Do you believe all these things? Yeah, I do believe. What is the problem? Because I am sitting underneath the big banyan tree, and the tree is the seed is so small, and if a person can put a whole banyan tree into the small seed, what is the difficulty for him to put an elephant through eye of a needle? Then Narada Muni was surprised. Oh, now I understand why this is the last lifetime for you, and this Brahmana has to go many, many lifetimes. So we have to understand this point. Lord, nothing is impossible for him. You and me, maybe we have difficulty. We try to superimpose our deficiency on the Lord. Oh, it's not possible, can't happen like that. Because I can't do that, so nobody can do that. This is our problem. So, this is what we have to understand. Yes, it's all there, it is all documented. If you want to hang around and you want to find out up to 8th Manvantara, and you can find out also. But we don't know whether how long you are going to hear, whether you will, because we are going to stay another 100 years here. Already our life is, 60, 70 is finished. So maybe another 10, 20, 30, I don't know, whatever Lord remains, that only will stay. So we don't have to doubt. Very, very important. Shastra, we should not doubt. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, no doubt at all. If Śrīmad Bhāgavatam says, that is the Pramanam. Amalam Puranam, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is again. So why it is not that so Vyasadeva, what is his vested interest? Or Narada Muni, what is their vested interest? Nothing actually. Only to give Krishna Bhakti to everyone. That is the only aim. So that is why so many Sukadeva Goswami, Suta Goswami, Maisreya, Mushi, Vidura, everybody is helping to give us this knowledge so that we can finish our business of staying in this material world, go back home, back to Godhead. So we read this sincerely. Sometimes actually it's interesting, sometimes we may not understand also certain things. Like it says Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Priyavarta Maharaj, he using his chariot, he divided that whole thing into 7 dvipa or 9 dvipa, whatever. We may not understand. We may not understand certain things. It doesn't matter whether you understand or don't understand, but you don't know how it is done. That is why you don't understand. But if you understand, then it's no problem. Yeah, because this is like a child may not understand how the car works. The adult knows, okay, this is petrol here, you have to press this. So same way, when we know that, then it is possible. So this is Shastra, we should not doubt. And if you doubt the Shastra, then where will you go? There is no hope actually. You go to the other person, that fellow will cheat only. You go to the materialistic person, he will see what is there in you, okay, try to grab that from you and then let you run like that. So, but Shastra, we have to have the Pramana. Shastra is the Pramana and Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is the ultimate, where Narada Muni gave this instruction. Vyasadeva, on his complete maturity, he described Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. So that is why whatever is given in Śrīmad Bhāgavatam is absolute. We don't have to have any question or any doubt or anything. No, question you can ask, but we don't have to have doubts actually. So that's why all that we are talking about other things also. He's talking about, it's interesting, I was reading this, the next sloka it says, in the 9th Manvantara, the Paras and the Marichi Garbha will be among the demigods. The king of heaven, Indra will be named Adbhuta. This is, the name is different. No Purandara, no the Adbhuta. And Dyutiman will be among the 7 sages. Okay, now it says, Rishabhadeva, a partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, will take birth from his father Ayushman and his mother Ambudara. He will enable Indra named Adbhuta to enjoy the opulence of the 3 worlds. Sometimes people get confused actually. Because there is another Rishabhadeva there. Correct? Where is the other Rishabhadeva? You know? Yeah, no, 5th canto. Beginning of the 5th canto, there is a Rishabhadeva there. That Rishabhadeva is son of Meru Devi and King Naba. King Naba and Merudevi. That Rishabhadev is different. So this is like this Rishabhadev, a partial incarnation of the Supreme Personality will take birth. Future, the 9th Manvantara. So all this, see, there's so much information there. It's not like some grandma stories. So sometimes the names may be same. Like I said about Varahadev. There is one Varahadev is Sweta Varaha, white boar. The another one is red boar. It is possible. And sometimes our Guru Maharaj mentioned, sometimes Narasimhadev is coming from the pillar. One pastime. Another kalpa, Narasimhadev comes flying. We have to, because this is like a Shastra says. No, I'm not saying that. Because that is why we have to put our faith in the Shastra. Shastra is our main, you base everything. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. When you do your instead of my own speculation, my own understanding, we put our faith in the Shastra. So then we will be protected. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. Because then whatever the postulation, whatever comes, then we put it the test. Sadhu, Shastra, Guru. It has to tally. If it doesn't tally, then we have to go and inquire. Okay, what is happening? Why it is like that? Then we can inquire. And there is no harm in asking question. We should not think that it is blind following. No, it is not blind following. It is understanding, and then you can apply in your life, and then if you have a question, you can ask and get clarification. Tadvidhi pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya upadekshanti te jnanam jnanina tattva. So we can clarify that also. So that way, all these pastimes are there. Some things have already happened. In the Manvantaras, already happened, no problem. Up to 7th Manvantara. 7th Manvantara is running now. We are already finished. 27 Mahayuga or Divya Yuga has passed. Now we are running in the 28th Yuga. We are running in the Kali Yuga. We are sitting now. And then after 28, so then all this. So now we have to ask ourselves a question. We want to hang around in this material world and then want to find out I want to see the 8th Manvantara, 9th Manvantara, 10th Manvantara. We want to see, or we want to finish our business, go back home, back to God. That we have to make a decision. If you want to hang around, nobody is going to stop. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani, jatare sayan. We can come back. Again and again you can come back. Nobody is going to stop you. But do you want to do that? Do you want to come and go through all this? Now the Kali Yuga, now only just started, Kali Yuga started, so much of vicious, so much of, severity. Then as it goes, very difficult. That's why we want to take advantage of this Krishna consciousness, Krishna Bhakti, want to finish our business, and then whatever Lord offers us, we take it like that. If we want to go back home, back to Godhead, or Lord asks us to go somewhere else, ready to go also. That way we should be prepared again. We should be always prepared. To finish our business, we should be always prepared. Yes, prepared to do this and then finish it. So I will stop here. If there is any questions or comments. Hare Krishna. Okay. Thank you very much. Grantaraj Śrīmad Bhāgavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Antakoti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai. Address and address சரி நீங்கள் அது எத்தனை மணிக்கு போகிறதுங்கிறது 11 மணிக்கு போகிறதா? கேட்டு அதான் எப்படியா வீட்டில் தான் இருக்கா, ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. நீங்கள் அதை இது பண்ணுறோம். இங்கேருந்து இப்போ 11 மணி போகிறது, வெளியே வந்துட்டு 12 மணி நினைக்கிற போகிறதுக்கு அது ஒன்றும் பிரச்சனை இல்லை. சரி, தேங்க்யூ. கவனமாக நான் பேசுகிறேன். நீங்கள் எப்படி 11 10 கிளம்புறீங்கன்னா 11 திங்கட்கிழமை. நோ ப்ராப்ளம். ஹரே கிருஷ்ணா.